What's going on, Geeks and Gamers? This is Ryan with Outpost and geeksandgamers.com, and it doesn't seem to matter in Hollywood how many times they try the same thing, how many times they get woke and end up going broke. They will still come back for more because that's the message they are trying to push. With these female reboots, these things that show a complete lack of creativity in Hollywood, which comes from nearly every movie that gets pumped out of there. Whether it's Ghostbusters 2016, Charlie's Angels, Birds of Prey, whatever movies are that seem to only be made with one thing in mind, and that's women power, female power, feminist agenda. Whether the movie actually contains too much of that or whether it's just marketed like that and pushed by the actors, it always seems to be the same result, and that is disappointment and box office failure. Well, we have another one that is in the works, a 90s action movie that is going to be made, this time with a gender-swapped female lead. And again, I think it's important to talk about Hollywood, the fact that they're not going to learn. We know right now that they are in dire straits. US box office records zero revenue for the first time in history. With everything that is going on in the world, with the 2019 that already saw a fairly low box office, there were several big hits, but a fairly low box office number overall. Now the state of the industry, I think a lot of people are questioning what's going to happen going forward. How long are projects going to be delayed? How long are these companies just going to keep losing money? Because every week, every month that happens, that production doesn't get done, that's more money out of their pockets, essentially, that they're not going to be able to make back. With all that being said, is this going to be the thing that wakes them up from this agenda they currently have? I doubt it, because take a look at this. This is from Bounding into Comics. Now, we've known about this reboot for quite some time. We just have a little more information about it. It's not like this is a new announcement, but some things did recently come to light. Hollywood to remake Sylvester Stallone's Cliffhanger with female lead starring Jason Momoa. Probably as some side character or the villain or something. Obviously, it's going to be a female lead. Here's what we know. A remake of the 93 Sylvester Stallone action thriller Cliffhanger with Jason Momoa is moving forward. Here is the latest. IMDb lists the project as in pre-production with Momoa listed solely as rumored and offers a following synopsis. Now, Jason Momoa pretty much came out and confirmed that he is going to be a part of this with an Instagram post last year, but we will cover that. And here's the synopsis. A mountain climber gets caught up in a scheme involving thieves trying to recover stolen cash. A remake of the 1993 film Cliffhanger. And that is essentially the basic plot of Cliffhanger. So if that is what's going on with this movie, it is just a straight reboot. Because again, there is no creativity in Hollywood. That's part of the problem. That's pretty close to the plot of the original, where climber Gabe Walker, Sylvester Stallone, is swept up in the recovery of suitcases full of money lost in the snowy Rockies after a plane crash. And John Lithgow is the villain in that, and his gang of associates is after the loot. And of course, you have this famous scene here where he is trying to hold on, to a female in desperation, right? It's going to be interesting to see during this reboot. Is it going to be the female lead, the 135-pound female lead that's hanging on to a big man to rescue her, maybe pulling Jason Momoa up? Who knows? This is all speculation, right? But that's when you start to think about it, it gets less and less believable. English-born Iranian-American female director Anna Lily Emirpour is slated to direct the new film. She confirmed her involvement on Instagram last May with this poster art. Yes, this is happening. And here is that art. It's a really poor graphic of a cliff with a female form hanging off of it saying, "Hold on." Now, of course, like the catchphrase from Cliffhanger was "hang on." So maybe that's something they're going to change. Now it's going to be "hold on," but I don't know. Again, I don't have a bunch of love or attachment to the film Cliffhanger. I've watched it, but I can't say I'm super attached to it in any way, shape, or form. But again, whether you're attached to it or not, the fact is this lazy writing that they're just going to gender swap people and put this same plot back out there, but this time it's going to be with a feminist agenda. This time it's going to be about a strong female behind and in front of the camera, because we know that's what happens. And we will look at a quote from one of the people behind this that says exactly that. She's known for unusual Iranian vampire horror film A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night, whatever the hell that is. Directed episodes of Legion, Briar Patch, and Jordan Peele's Twilight Zone revival. Now, Neil Moritz and his company Original Film are one of the people producing this. And I will say, there is maybe some positive outlook. This is a guy who has done some stuff that we've had good feedback about recently, like Sonic the Hedgehog. I don't think there's too much identity politics or feminist push in that necessarily. And he also did Bloodshot, and he's part of the Fast and Furious franchise. But here's some quotes from the person who's going to direct it. Amir Poor. I'm very excited to partner with Original Film and Rocket Science, who share my passion for this character-driven, high-adrenaline story. The survival film is one of my favorite genres. We're setting out to create a thrill ride on the mountain which taps on the primal side of an action movie, where you see what a person is capable of doing to survive in the most extreme situations, pushed to the limits. Add that to some high-stakes espionage and a badass female mountain climber as the lead, and it becomes a truly epic reinvention of what made the original Cliffhanger movie so fun and thrilling. What, the fact that you're just going to do the same plot but have it be a woman, that's what's new and exciting about it? I don't think so. And then Moritz adds, I've been wanting to remake this adrenaline-filled survival thriller with a strong female protagonist both in front of and behind the camera for some time. And that begs the question, why is that such a goal of yours? You have a goal out there of wanting to find a female director and a female lead to do this random action movie from 1993. That seems weird. That seems strange that would be your intention. But I guess that's what we're doing. I don't know why. You have to know it's not going to make any money. We have to know what's going to happen when this comes to fruition. And then Jason Momoa, again, he did share this. He says, I love you, and then tags Amir Poor. So I'll do anything you direct. Mad Crazy Love, Aloha Jay. So he's basically confirming that he will be a part of this. But I think we know. We've seen this play out. When you make a movie and you focus it not on the story, but on the fact that it's going to be a female, that it's going to be a female director, a female lead, all of this stuff, we know what the reaction's going to be. And guess what? When it comes out and it doesn't make a lot of money and it gets downvoted, say on Rotten Tomatoes or something, because people don't like it, because they're not focused on the story, they're focused on the people and their body parts that are directing and starring in it, we know what happens. You don't get a good story. And what are they going to do? They're going to come back and blame each and every one of you for not liking it because you're a man, even if you're not. That's what they're going to say, because you just can't handle seeing a female. I think all of us love stories that have strong female characters, as long as that's just part of the story. When you start trying to focus everything on that, that's when so many of us have an issue. But I guess get woke, go broke will never quite get through. That message will never get through to the Hollywood elites, and they're just going to keep making these movies that focus not on story, but on the body parts and the skin color of people. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below about all of this. Is this something that you care about seeing, or do you think it's just another example about lack of creativity and this agenda in Hollywood? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to my channel, Ryan Kindle RK Outpost. The link will be in the pinned comment below. Share this video out there, turn the notifications on, and we'll talk to you guys later.